Hi guys, so today I'm doing a video which people have been asking me for literally since Monday because as you probably can tell, I did not upload a video yesterday. I'm hoping to get this uploaded for Saturday because usually I upload on Friday, but I have been busy stalking 5 Seconds of Summer. And yes, I've met 2 out of 4 of them. And people wanted to know exactly my story of how I met them and what happened. I don't know why everyone's interested, and before anyone says anything, I am not bragging at all. I paid a lot of money to go up to London these 2 days. I went 2 days, I paid a lot of money. I stood in the rain for about 6 hours each time. I was frozen. It was like an hour and a half travel 2 times, there and back. So before anyone's like, you're just bragging, you're not real fat, anything like that, trust me, I seem like the happiest person there once I met them. This is my story on how I met 2 members of 5 Seconds of Summer. So on Sunday I was like, right, this half term I'm going to meet 5 Seconds of Summer. I don't know what it was, I was just so determined to meet them. Like, I'm in love with this band so much, and the thought of meeting them, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it before they get really famous. Because I never ever did that with One Direction, and I actually hate myself for doing that. Because now I know that I'm never going to meet One Direction. But I was like, right, I'm going to meet 5 Seconds of Summer. On Sunday I asked basically every single update account to do with 5 Seconds of Summer where the hell they are, and no one would tell me at all because it's like a top secret place or something, but in the end everyone knew, so. My friend Caitlin, I've known her for a while. She might be watching this, who knows. We met on Twitter, and I know she's a huge 5 Seconds of Summer fan, so I asked her, like, maybe she'll know where they are, and she didn't know, but then she was like, I know where they are. So as soon as she told me, I asked my dad said, yeah, I can go, but I went with him as well, so thanks Dad. And so that morning I left at about 10, I think, and I got there for 12, and I waited in the cold. I was sat outside, I waited for a good 2.5 hours until Caitlin arrived. So I met Caitlin, and she is so lovely. I actually love Caitlin. About 10 minutes after she got there, this girl next to us, she was there alone, and then she goes, I know where they are. We're like, what do you mean you know where they are? And she was like, I know exactly where they are, they're in Nando's. So we were like, right, we'll go up really quietly. So it looked, there was about 30 other girls, so it didn't look like that we were like rushing off to get somewhere. So we found Nando's and we waited outside with another like 7 girls who hadn't met 5 Seconds of Summer as well, and they confirmed that they were in Nando's. And then I was just comparing my background, saying, oh, this is Ashton, and then Caitlin goes, oh look, it's Ashton. And oh my god, I just stopped and stared at him. Apparently my face is priceless. I think it's because the first time I've ever like taken note that they were there right in front of me. Ashton just walked out of Nando's and he was like, hi girls, and I just went, God knows for how long. He must have been like, what the hell is she doing? So I was just staring at Ashton like, oh my god. And then Callum walked past and I was like, oh my god. And then, I try to not sound obsessive, but I can't help it. They're just, I love them. And then I saw Michael's purple hair and his big black coat, and he walked past and I was like, oh my god, they're real. And then it just snapped. Everyone started chasing after them lot, and I was like, wait, I need to do something. So I looked behind and I saw Luke, and he had about 3 girls around him. So I was like, right, I'll go to Luke now, and then I'll go catch up with the others. So I went to Luke and I was like, can I have a picture please? It's like, yeah, sure. And I took a picture with him. So that happened, and then I was like, oh, and I've also drawn you. So I wait, I've got a picture here. I was like, right, and I've drawn you. Oh god, can you see that? That one there. Luke. And he was like, oh wow, this is amazing, how did you do that? And I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think I replied with pencils. If I did say that, he either ignored me because he thought, what the hell, or I just didn't say it, but I can't remember. But why the hell would I say that? And then I ran off to find everyone else because I was like, wait, I can't find anyone. And then I just stood in the middle of London like, I don't know where anyone is. I literally lost everyone. I was like, I can't see a crowd of girls, I can't see any of 5 Seconds of Summer, I can't see where I'm going. I was like, oh my god, I'm lost. And then Luke came around the corner. I was like, oh my god, thank god, Luke, I found you, I'm lost. He was like, it's okay, you can walk with me. So I walked with Luke and I took pictures of him from behind as I was walking because I was like, you know what, this boy has great legs. He has really good legs. So I was just taking pictures of him from behind. I don't think he knows that, but you know. And then when we got back to the studio, there was like a mob of girls and I saw Ashton and I ran to him like, I'm gonna give him my drawing. And he was being way too mobbed and he was trying to get in and I was like, oh god, I can't meet him. So I got all my drawings out and I just rushed after Luke and I was like, Luke! And then loads of girls like took my drawings and passed them to him as well and he was like, oh thanks, they're so good, they're amazing. And I was like, oh thank god, they've all got my drawings now, it's all good, I just need to get Luke. Make sure Luke gave everyone the drawings. So I left and my phone died on the train and then when I got home I had tons of messages like in mentions like, oh my god, Ashton tweeted your drawing. I was like, what? So I go onto Ashton's profile and he's took a picture of him holding up, he's holding up this drawing of Michael and I was like, oh my god, that is my drawing. And he hashtagged it like hashtag emo or something, super emo. I don't know, something like that. Nice one, Ashton. Oh my god, I was like, what is happening right now? My favourite has tweeted a picture of mine. He didn't tag me in it, but I don't mind. And then I just finished like fangirling completely over that. And then Callum tweets the picture of him and my drawing, which, this one, if you can see that. He tweeted this picture with him on the band account and the Instagram and I was like, oh my god, it happened again. Like, I cannot thank Luke enough for giving them my drawings because that's all I just really wanted them to get my drawings. And then the band manager person, I think it is anyway, he took a picture with the other 2 drawings I did and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. And then my dad was like, you can go again another time. So yesterday, which was Thursday, I was like, right, I'm gonna go. So I took my friend Brittany with me and then it started raining so we waited out in the cold again for another 2 hours until someone came up and was like, right, they're coming now. We were like, what? So we actually, this was really organised this time, we all stood in a line right next to the wall and then we were like, when he comes down, when they come down they can just like come along. But then Michael, Luke and Callum snuck around the back so only a few people saw them and then Ashton walked down and I was like, it's Ashton again. So he walked down and he met basically every single person and when he got to me, when he was coming up to me I was staring at him again. I don't even care, I was staring at him. This time I actually spoke, but the first thing he did, he looked at me and he went, oh wow, I really like your outfit. I didn't react at all, I just had to play it cool the whole time. I did not want to seem obsessive, I did not want to seem anything like that, so I was just like, oh thanks. And I was like, oh thank you for tweeting my drawings. I was like, oh yeah, you're the one who drew the drawings of us the other day, they were really good. And I was like, oh gosh, he knows who I am. So I gave him another one. I was like, oh, I've drawn you again. And he was like, oh wow, this is amazing. And I was like, can I have a picture? He was like, yeah, sure. So I took 2 pictures, but I'm shaking in both. So they're all blurry and I ran off afterwards because there was starting to become a crowd of people. So I went off and I had a look at the picture and I was like, no! I'm not having a blurry picture with Ashton. So I literally ran back and he was like, oh hello, are you again? I ran back and I was like, can I have another picture please? My picture was really blurry. And he was like, yeah sure, that's fine. So I took another, well I didn't take it, Brittany took it for me because she knew I was shaking. So then after that he started to get a bit more mobbed. All morning there was this group of girls that were really like loud and shoving each other and dancing around, and as soon as he got to them he just started to get shoved and I was like, I feel really sorry for him. They kind of spoilt it for everyone. Like I started talking to these girls and they were like around there, but they wasn't in that group, and they didn't get the chance to meet him because them girls were shoving him. I think that's really disappointing. So I gave Ashton that drawing, and then we waited for another like 3 hours, but then we realised no one was going to come out because they came in so late, and it was the Brits the night before, so we weren't really that surprised. So then after that we went home, and that was that. So basically them 2 days was like the best days of my whole entire life. I'm seeing them again in 11 days, but by the time you see this it will be 10 days. So that will be probably the last time I'll ever see them for a long time. I kind of needed to like speak about this day because, so to be able to talk about what happened, it's like a relief because I've been wanting to like tell people all the time. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. I would say I would do more of these, but I doubt I'd meet anyone else anytime soon. And I really hope you don't think I'm bragging, because I'm really not. I'm a huge fan of 5 Seconds to Summer, and to meet them is like my dream. Even though I didn't meet Callum or Michael, I'm still the happiest person. I was the only one freaking out. I was like, I just met Ashton, and everyone else was just like, that was Ashton. So if you also like 5 Seconds to Summer, comment down below who's your favourite. Mine is actually Ashton, so to get a picture with Ashton was the best thing, and he commented on my style of clothing, like, what? Like, he took in my appearance and then commented on it in like 0.1 seconds. Like, he didn't have to, but he did, and he knew who I was. Like, what? Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will go back to what I usually do. So yeah, I'll see you again next time. Did Bip